Hello, this is Tom from BlackToad Studio, and this is the first in a series of videos from my Red Scorpions project, which I've started recently. So I thought I'd better start filming some of it so we can see the progression. Over here is the final look of my Scorpions. So this is basically a test marine model I did a little while ago of how I want them to actually turn out. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on these as I paint them as well. So this is a very rough kind of design and kind of layout of colours, etc. I was using a guide from Apathetic Fish, I think it was, to kind of get the idea of where I wanted to go with them, and they turned out really nice, I thought. Just like I said, probably a bit more detail in it to make them look even better, a bit more highlighting and things like that, but quite happy with the basic look of them. So as to where I am at the moment, we've got here two tactical squads I started on. I decided to start quite heavily on the apothecaries that are going to be the sergeants for the squads. As you can see here, they're two ones in near white. I'll be building these up to a white rather than starting off white, because it didn't look quite right the first time I tried it. So I'm hoping they'll eventually turn out the way I want them to look. So yeah, this list I'm currently building has got a couple of tactical squads in it to start with, and they're both going to have a rhino each. I've got the rhino doors there, so I'm going to make them look as good as possible using as much stuff I can get hold of. And then there's not going to be too many special weapons in here. They're all going to be bolter based. So I think we're going to have a couple of plasma guns in there, I've decided, and possibly a plasma cannon maybe. I'm just debating whether it's worth it or not. Plus the arms that I'm using are all stock on at the moment, so I don't want to mess around too much because they all fit the standard weapons quite nicely. So essentially, other than those particular models there, at the back over here, you can see I've started on the shoulder pad for them. These are the ones that are Forger ones with the icons on it, and I've started painting those individually before putting them on the model. I will have to do the other one on there on the model, but that shouldn't be too much trouble. I did do the tester one with both on, so I don't see why it will be an issue. Just I thought the less I have stuck on to start with, the easier they will be to paint. So that's the current plan. Then we'll move on to things that I've got which are ready to be, constructed / painted, next in line. So essentially we've got the HQ down here who needs to be made up, which is Severin Loth, a really nice looking model. I can't wait to have the arms and stuff on there, which will make him look even better, obviously. And I'm going to have that as the base for him, so give him a little bit of height, make him look a little bit different from all the other models in the army. I also got to get hold of another librarian, which I'm going to be doing as another HQ, so two HQs, Severin Loth and a librarian. I've got an additional apothecary here in Mark 7 armour. This is probably going to be for a command squad. I decided to do an extra one up just for just to get used to painting the kind of off-white that I'm aiming for, and to have a few more options if I want to do another squad eventually. I've got one ready. And then over here to the left, we'll carry on. We've got a Cataphractory Terminator squad. So yeah, we're going to have two lightning claws, a couple of power fists, and obviously a heavy flamer, and then the sergeant's going to be having a chain fist with his bolter. I'm just using the Battle Health character there to represent that. So I'm just trying not to buy too much more at the moment, because I had a lot of this already for lying around in storage while I was working on other projects. And just behind them, we've got the Veteran Upgrade Sprue kit here, which has got Veteran Sergeant Hass in it. So I'm going to be doing a Stern Guard squad up with him and trying to take advantage of his giving the squad Relentless. So putting a few heavy weapons in there so we can do some interesting manoeuvres with all the guns, and obviously still being able to charge after firing bolters would be quite fun. So that's the couple of elite choices there. And then over here, transport wise, basically this Catastrophe, I've actually got two of these. However, I've decided not to use one from Black Templars. This is going to be my Red Scorpion one now. I've got some brass etchings to go on here to try and give it a little bit more of a look of a Scorpion craft. And obviously with the paint job it will help if I'm not black and white. So that's going to be in process at some point. And just obviously in the background here, also got some Land Raider doors, which I will be using for the Land Raider Helios variant, which the Red Scorpions were known for kind of inventing and constructing and using quite a lot in their campaigns. So I thought it would be fitting to have one of those in the list. However, the one caveat with that is that I will not be allowed to buy that or you know, use it at all until I've finished all the other models that you see in front of me. It's kind of like a bit of incentive to get these all done a little bit quicker so I can get hold of that particular model. So yeah, that's basically what I've got on the table at the moment. And all in all, that kind of adds up to around about 1850 points to 1750 points, depending on how it's all kitted out. And that is my current aim. I'll be going through this probably weekly, I'm hoping, with little paint videos of progress, etc. And also any constructions I get done. For instance, you know, when I put Severn Loft together, I'll probably do a video of that, because I would really love to see it fully constructed, and I'm sure it'll look good once painted. And obviously, got to construct the stern guard squad, and you know, got to do all the marine bolters eventually. You know, once I get around to that stage, because I decided to obviously paint these with the weapons off and the right and the other shoulder pad off, just to make it a little bit easier to paint some of the detail. And then I'm going to sort of crack on with those once the body's been done. So I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you soon with another update.